The Women's World Cup champs, I like that, champs, led by goalkeeper Hope Solo, swept their competitors during the qualifying round with 5 straight shutouts. Wow. Solo joined Team USA in 2000, has been guarding the net as a starter for more than a decade.
She'll make her 3rd consecutive appearance this summer's games, where the American women stand to win their 5th gold medal. But recently, Solo shared concern over the Zika virus spreading at the Olympics, with Brazil fighting the outbreak. She told Sports Illustrated, quote, "If I had to make the choice today, I wouldn't go." The 2-time Olympic medalist is here at the table. Hope Solo, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you all for having me. It's
we're glad you're here.
Great. So how do you feel today? Will you go to Rio?
Well, you know, I feel very fortunate that I don't have to make the decision today. I hope that a lot of things can happen in 5 months. I'm a little bit skeptical, to be honest. You know, news came out today that things probably could get worse before they get better. So it's scary, and I have a lot of reservations going to the Olympics. But like I said, I don't have to make the decision right now. There's a lot of unknowns, and I hope that we get some clear, concrete answers very soon.
What specifically concerns you about the Zika virus?
I just think there's a lot in life to worry about as it stands. That, you know, at some point I do want to start a family. And I don't want to be worried. I don't want those anxieties. I don't want the constant tests. I don't want to risk the safety of a child, the health of a child. It's just a scary time, and there's really no clear answers to it. So until I know more, I don't really feel like I can make a really informative decision.
But if things stay like they are, you probably wouldn't go.
If things stood as they are right now, I probably would not go.
Do your teammates feel the same?
You know, I think everybody is just trying to get a lot of information right now, so I don't think anybody is making any irrational decisions. But you have to understand that my team is filled with different age ranges and different personalities, and some people don't want to have families, some people do. So I think for the most part, we're all focused on winning the Olympics. It's never been done before after winning a World Cup. So first and foremost, we want to be back-to-back champions, because it's never been done before, and I want to be a part of that.
I've always wanted to ask you, go ahead. No. I always wanted to ask you this. I mean, you've been called the best goalkeeper in the history of the United States women's national team.
Now they say, Charlie, in the green room, they were saying in the world. In the world.
Well, do you agree with that?
In the world.
I've been fortunate, you guys.
Own it. Own it.
If that's true, what makes you so good as a goalkeeper? What makes a great goalkeeper?
Oh gosh, I still ask myself that day in and day out. Goalkeeping is a very difficult position. You're kind of the hero or the GOAT. You know, you said I had 5 shutouts in Olympic qualifications, but qualifications to me are not that busy. You know, we're playing some poorer countries, some countries who don't really build the women's game, who feel honored to be on the field with us because they know that in their countries, women don't really play sports. So we're beating these teams who they don't really have a lot of resources in their countries. So I honestly didn't get much action. So I got these 5 shutouts, but I didn't feel like I earned all of them.
But they're also saying that people in your position in their 30s peak. You're going to be 35. Do you even feel like you're even kind of close to peaking?
Well, where I was going with that is goalkeeping is something that you can never really master. There's so many details and intricacies and angles, and it's a mental game more than anything else. I stay focused.
That's the exciting part about it.
Yeah, it is, and that's why I never want to walk away. It's because there's always something new to learn, and there's always a challenge, and everybody who knows me knows that I love challenges.
As a little girl, did you think you'd be doing this? Maybe not being world champ, but did you think you'd be doing this?
Yeah, I was 12 years old, and I wrote a paper that said, when I grow up, I want to be a professional soccer player.
But they didn't even have it back then.
They didn't. It was,
how could you dream something that wasn't there?
It was in the 90s, not the 80s. But yeah, I wrote it. There was no women's professional soccer. I had this gigantic dream that wasn't even in the realm of possibilities at the time, and by God, it happens. You know, we have a long way to go to push for women's sports and women's equality, but I dreamt something at the age of 12 that didn't even exist. And I was able to go on and become a professional soccer player.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that very point, because after the World Cup win, it was reported that your team would earn just $2 million, the team, while the winning Germans' men team won more than 17 times that in 2014. What do you think it will take to get equal pay in sports?
It's going to be a long road. I'm very proud of, we had a great summer. You know, we crushed the ratings. We had an incredible following worldwide. But it wasn't enough to make people say things need to change.
Right, for FIFA to change.
It opened people's eyes up, but now we as a team, we have to take every single step along the way, whether it's through our CBA negotiations, whether it's standing strong as a team. And oftentimes, that's really hard to do as women because we tend to get bullied and we tend to crack under the pressure. So I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of all of us coming together and saying, you know what, this is the time that we need to push for equality and we need to push for what's right. And people are paying attention.
After soccer, what might you do?
Oh, goodness, I don't know. You know, I want to start a family. We'll start there. But in terms of work, I don't know. I mean, I've put my life, my passion into goalkeeping, into this team. I've been on this team for 16 years.
I know. Well, we'd like to see you one more time.
I will tell you, it's scary though. Life after
it?
soccer is scary, and I think any athlete who tells you anything else, I don't think they're speaking the truth. I will admittedly express my fears.
Yeah.
Well,
Great to have you.
Yeah, we will be watching. We will be watching. Hope you
Thank
guys
you.
do make it to the Olympics.
Thank you.
Zika does not scare away our women's team. We want you there. Hope Solo, thank you so much.